Kerry. So John Kerry starts talking about Russia and Ukraine. And what does he say regarding Russia and Ukraine? But that Russia needs to make greater efforts to reduce their emissions. Because if they reduce so, you know what? The war in Ukraine is not such a hard thing after all to swallow.
Discussions with Russia, sadly. I say sadly because it's a loss for the world not to be able to have Russia acting constructively on this issue. But we need every country, including Russia. Russia is one of the largest emitters in the world. If Russia wanted to show good faith, they could go out and announce what their reductions are going to be and make a greater effort to reduce emissions now. And maybe that would open up the door for people to feel better about what Russia is choosing to do at this point in time.
Yeah, exactly. If Russia would just, reduce their emissions for the war, we would feel better. If Russia was using, I don't know, electric F-14s or whatever, fighter jets they have and electric tanks, we would feel better about the killing. Like, we would feel better.
Are they vaccinated though? I
didn't even think about that. Thank you for sharing that.
God.
Yeah.
I'm at the edge of my seat, Johnny.
Yeah. You hear that, Putin? If you would just reduce your emissions, maybe the world would accept you people.
Yeah, seriously. Freaking Russians, man. This is why we can't have any fun. They bike to war.
I love this grift so much. I mean, his grifting power is to a 10. I mean, the guy takes private jets, stays in four-season hotels around the world, lives lavishly. He's married to a sugar mama. He doesn't have to worry about a dime for the rest of his life. He just goes on, tells people these things that they can't control, and then he wants them to submit to his will, so much so that he feels the need to get on the podium and say, you know what, Russia, if you would just reduce your emissions, we wouldn't think so harshly of you.
The best part is that he's just spewing out nonsense. He's not saying anything of any substance, and he gets paid an ungodly amount of money to do it.
No, I know. And I love when people get in his face and they're just like, hey, why do you take private jets everywhere? And he's like, I have to. Look at me. I have to take a private jet because I have to tell the world of this devastating thing that I add to a lot more by taking private jets. But I have to because I'm better than... it's just so silly to me. It's like Gavin Newsom telling everyone to shut down their restaurants and close due to COVID, but then going out and having private dinners by himself.
Oh yeah, that was great. That was absolutely great.
Rules for me. What were we about to say?
As somebody who was in the San Francisco Bay Area in 2020.
Oh God. That's
depressing. Oh yeah. Oh my God. People do not understand how eerie that was. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but knowing Gavin Newsom was going out to 5-star restaurants when the streets of San Francisco were dead silent in the middle of the day. Oh my God.
That is crazy. K-Bean says maybe Russia should stop blowing up their own pipelines. Exactly.
Yeah. See, Russia?
Yeah. Maybe if you cared about the environment, you wouldn't do that, Russia. Stinking up the ocean. The Munster Mobile doesn't get good gas mileage. Exactly. For the good of all that, I save the climate. Yeah. These people, they're like televangelists to me. And they're like the same aspect of if you would just give me $1 more, I could have the private jet and we could finally save the world in the name of climate change.
I mean, it's not even that anymore. It's just he's just give me money.
I know.
Climate change is bad, so give me money.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone's just okay, will you accept a check? I'd prefer a money order.
Yeah, money. I would prefer Bitcoin, non-traceable funds sent to my crypto wallet, please.
I mean, honestly, if you really want to make it because that Fannie Willis said it best, cash is non-frangible, so just, cash is fine. Just, 10s and 20s used, non-traceable bills, totally cool with that.
Fannie Willis and her, how much money did she get for that trial? I mean, that she had in her pocket was like $5,000 or $10,000 or something.
It's like, yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
Just incredible. I've only had that kind of cash on me one time. It was after I sold a car. That was the only time.
But yeah, I mean, that's just it. Like, he's not speaking English right now, but it's like the amount of money he gets is just ridiculous.
I know. That being said, in 5 or 10 years, if you see me doing exactly what John Kerry is doing, just know I'm doing it for the memes.